The trial begins regarding the proposed $25 million merger between Kroger and Albertsons.
Your reporter Ashley Portillo is here ahead of the trial. Ashley, Colorado Attorney General Phil Weiser, he's suing to block the merger between the parent companies of King Soopers and Safeway.
Right, and Weiser did end up filing that lawsuit earlier this year, back in February. And last week, he spoke about his efforts to stop that merger, which he says would create a mega grocery store that would, in fact, raise prices. He said he'll continue to push for this lawsuit to help protect all Coloradans. Now, Weiser said the merger would also eliminate head-to-head competition between the two companies and that the merger would eliminate food varieties at stores and there would be less customer service at stores. Now, Weiser also said this merger would be bad for Colorado shoppers, workers, as well as farmers. Meanwhile, Kroger and Albertsons say the merger is necessary and needed to compete against larger retailers like Walmart and Amazon. And they have also said they want to cut prices and also raise wages for employees when that merger closes. Now, back on July 25th, a Denver District Court judge also issued an order temporarily stopping the merger while that trial proceeds, noting that based on the evidence presented to the court, the state does have a reasonable probability of proving its claims. By the way, the trial is expected to take up to 3 weeks. Michelle.
All right, Ashley, thank you.